Is Keith Thurman getting ready to return to the ring? Please like and subscribe. Help us hit 10,000 subscribers. Leave a comment below. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to a special edition of The Hot Stove, our new favorite topic, runtime. Once upon a time, himself, Keith One-Time Thurman, is getting ready to return to the ring, or nah? It's being rumored and speculated that Keith Thurman will be returning on the Wild of Fury undercard in the fourth quarter of this year. Keith Thurman said in an interview after the Porter-Garcia fight to Fight Hype, I believe, I'm looking forward to getting the good news from my doctor, which is the green light from my doctor real soon. And then we'll be looking for a date and an opponent for negotiations. Hopefully in less than a month, you're going to hear something you're going to like. So is Thurman ready to return or nah? Is he just playing again? Is it playtime Thurman? Let's real quick take a look at the Keith Thurman timeline. March of 2017, Thurman takes a split decision over Danny Garcia. Last time he was in the ring. October of 2017, Keith Thurman informs the WBC he will be back in January and will be fighting 3 times in 2018. He then says January became late February or March, but still plans on fighting 3 times this year. Fighting 3 times this year was changed to fighting twice a year. He said he was a 2-time-a-year fighter now. And his February-March date became April 14th against Jesse Vargas at the Barclays Center, signed, sealed, and delivered, according to Dan Rafael of ESPN. Okay? So we've gone from 3 times a year in January to 3 times a year in February and March, or only twice a year against Jesse Vargas and someone else on April 14th. Okay? April became May 5th at the Barclays, and not against Vargas or anyone in the top 10 in the welterweight division, as per Keith Thurman. Okay? But he was going to fight in May at the Barclays. That became, 8 weeks out of that fight, less than 8 weeks out, no opponent had been named, no tickets on sale, and then Thurman has claimed to suffer a hand injury, which has had him on the sideline ever since. Let's take a look at Thurman's two injuries, right? So he claims he's had loose bodies in his elbows removed, and a bruised hand bone. A bruised bone in his hand. Okay. According to the AAOS, the American Association of Orthopedic Surgeons, removal of loose bodies, in parentheses, loose cartilages and bone fragments. That's the surgery Keefy Poo had. And he had it at the Hospital of Special Surgery, which is, he said that several times. That happens to be the finest orthopedic surgeons in the entire world. Okay, it's in Manhattan. It is the finest orthopedic surgeons in the world. It's not Dr. Nick, hello everybody, from The Simpsons, right? This is where the finest athletes, the most finely conditioned athletes go to have their orthopedic surgery done. Okay? This is what they say. Although recovery from arthroscopy is often faster than recovery from open surgery, it may still take a few weeks for your elbow joint to completely recover. You can expect some pain and discomfort for at least a week after surgery. A week. I'll read that again. Although recovery from arthroscopy is often faster than recovery from open surgery, it may take weeks for your elbow joint to completely recover. Weeks. You can expect some pain and discomfort for at least a week after surgery. So this is a surgery that should be, let's say, weeks, or turns into a full month. Let's say it takes a month to recover from the surgery. He's been out for 18 months. Come on, guys. Now, what was said about his most recent injury? The bone bruise in his hand? Well, a bone bruise, okay, here it is. Most bone bruises slowly heal over 2 to 4 months. So he suffered that injury in the very beginning of March. This is now the middle of September. So it says it takes 2 to 4 months. Let's give him the full 4 months. April, May, June, July. That would put us at the middle of July. That was 2.5 months ago. Okay? So it's now 6.5 months. So it was a year to recover from an injury that takes a month. And now 6.5 months to recover from the hand bruise, which takes 2 to 4 months to heal from. Okay, so what's really going on, Keith? What's really going on? And there's no surgery required for the hand bruise. There's just icing and rest. So he's actually told the truth about that. So Thurman was on the shelf a year and a half with 2 injuries that take weeks to recover from. I mean, look, Kenny Porter said that he didn't believe the car accident that Keith Thurman was in, or the injuries that Keith Thurman had from the car accident, when he postponed the fight with Porter. We put that fight off. And we all laughed at him, chuckled, and said, we don't think he's telling the truth. You know, he's just whatever. After reading this, you know, Kenny Porter might have right. Keith Thurman just doesn't want to fight. I mean, let's be real about this. I mean, do you guys really think that he went to the finest arthroscopic surgeon in the world, the finest arthroscopic surgeons in the world, hospital special surgeries in New York City, and they botched the injury so bad that instead of having it take a couple of weeks to heal from, it took him a year and a half? I mean, does anyone believe that? No, you'd be crazy to believe that. And then he had a hand bruise that they say takes 2 to 4 months to recover from. And he's been recovering from it for 6.5 months, and he's saying he should know in the next month or so that if he has the okay from his doctor to continue. I mean, come on, guys. You don't believe this, do you? I mean, you'd have to... If someone gave you that as an excuse, not Keith Thurman, just anybody else, gave you that as an excuse, would you believe him? Because I know I wouldn't. I mean, let's just be real about things. Okay, so, look, we want Keith Thurman to return. We know he got married. He looks like he weighs about 200 pounds now. He obviously isn't keeping in shape, not boxing shape. Did you guys see him at the Porter Garcia fight? I mean, does that guy look like he's ready to return to the ring? He has no interest in boxing. Is he coming back in October? I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, does he look like a guy who's ready to enter the ring? I know he got married. He's living... He's made a lot of money. Maybe he doesn't need to fight anymore. I don't know. Maybe he's been really smart. He's invested his money well. I have no idea. But do you guys think he's actually coming back, or is he just is this more playtime? Let us know what you think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Look, if he does win, if he does come back, if Keith Thurman returns to the ring, the end of the year, 4th quarter of the year, on the undercard of Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury for the WBC and lineal heavyweight championship of the world, that is a double win. That would be awesome news if you're a boxing fan. I would be so happy about that, right? Because first it means Wilder and Fury is actually happening. And that fight, you know, they faced off in the ring after the Fury fight. That had to be at least 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I still don't know the fight to be confirmed. Now, I'm not saying it's not. I have no reason to suspect it's not coming off. But I also don't know that it is, right? So maybe it is, and hopefully it is. I love that fight. You know I'm into that fight. I'm going back and forth on it. I don't know who would win. You know, where is Tyson Fury in his comeback? I want that fight to happen. It's great for boxing. It's great for American boxing. And it's going to be a great fight. So there's nothing I don't like about that. On top of that, if Keith Thurman comes back, it obviously means we had the Wilder Fury fight. And Keith Thurman is back. Look, which is great. Really, it is. I know you guys think I hate Keefy Poo. I don't. Keefy Poo back full time is great for boxing. He's a heck of a talent. The welterweight division is stacked and loaded right now, especially on the Al Heyman side. And it just, Keith coming back puts everything together, right? Possible names for him to come back to. Josecito Lopez has been mentioned. I'm sure Devin Alexander and Andre Berto are going to be in the discussion as well. You know, I don't know if these names do anything for you. They don't really do anything for me. Obviously, I'd like to see Berto of those three, as I think he's the best one. You're probably going to get Josecito Lopez, which will be okay. Josecito Lopez he'll be game. He's an opponent, but he's a tough opponent. He'll come forward, right? He'll make this a fight. He'll test Thurman. And Thurman will... You know, he'll get the win, and he'll probably stop Josecito Lopez, but Josecito Lopez will make it a scrap, he'll make it a tussle, and, you know, you're going to get, he's going to be pushed a little bit, Keith Thurman, right? It's not going to be a walk in the park. Josecito Lopez is never a walk in the park. Keith has fought just twice in 3 years. He fought in June of 2016 and March of 2017. That's it. That was against Porter and Garcia. 2 top 5 welterweights at that time. So kudos to Keith there, right? He's not fighting a bunch of hacks. He's fighting top 5 guys. But he's always taking roughly a year off in between fights, right? Like, go back to it. In 2015, he fought Clazo. Took a year off. And then fought Porter. Took 9 months off. That's a short layoff for him. 9 months is a short layoff for him. Then fought Danny Garcia. Now he's taking a year and a half plus off. Look, let's hope Keith Ipu does return. Let's hope he does, because it's great for the boxing, it's great for the welterweight division, it's great to have him back. But let's also be realistic and manage our expectations, right? He may be lying again. He's lied every step of the way. Okay? That's for sure. We know that. He's made all these promises that he hasn't delivered on. And even if he does come back, he fights once and then takes a year off. So let's manage our expectations. Keith Ipu comes back. Let's say he fights in December of this year. Well, he's probably out until the 4th quarter of next year. That's just who he is. So, if you want him to fight Spence or Porter or whatever, you're probably realistically a year out plus from that fight. Just keeping it 100. Let us know what you think. Do you think Keith Thurman is coming back? Do you think he's just playing again? Let me know what you think on our breakdown, our commentary. I know we got into a little bit into the weeds there with the medical stuff, but I wanted you guys to know that I'm not making this up. This is what it is. This is from the American Association of Orthopedic Surgeons. I'm just reading you what they had to say about the injuries that Keith Thurman had. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. For a very, very special edition of The Hot Stove, this is 3D Boxing signing off, saying thank you and God bless.
Enjoy 3D Boxing vlog videos? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3dboxingvlog.com is also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.